When it comes to limitations in the ankle, whether that's from an injury or just from a lack of movement, what we commonly see is a lack of dorsiflexion. That's the ability for the knee to go forward, this bending of the ankle. Really common to lose that. So the test and the challenge for you is to restore that. We're looking for one fist length with your thumb away from the wall. That's how you're going to measure it. You're going to test this out right now and then do a retest after our exercises. So take your thumb, extend your thumb. You're going to place your knee right there. And your goal, keeping the heel flat, can you touch that knee to the wall? So that's going to be our ankle dorsiflexion test. And you're going to use that to retest and see where you're at. To restore that ankle dorsiflexion, we're going to start off with a calf stretch. This calf muscle is called your soleus muscle. It's the bottom half of your calf. So what you need to do, the leg you want to improve, you're going to get that in back. Hold on to something so that you have some support here. You don't want to be challenged by your balance. Now the goal here, keep that back heel flat on the ground, toes straight ahead, and then you want to bend that knee until you feel a good stretch along the backside, lower half of the calf. Takes a bit of time for this muscle to relax. So we're going to hold this for 2 to 3 minutes right here. And as you feel like that relax, you feel a little bit of a stretch, you're just going to let that bend a little bit more. You really want to keep that calf relaxed. Try and keep a bit of weight in the heel. If you have too much weight in the toes, you're going to end up pushing, and that's going to cause a bit of contraction there. So try and stay relaxed, keep some weight in the heel, and then bend that knee, keeping that heel down. So that's our soleus stretch. We're going to hold that for 2 to 3 minutes. This is going to loosen up the backside, allow that knee to go a bit farther. So for the next exercise, we're going to be mobilizing that joint at its end range. So you just need a band for this one, a bit of a step. You're going to take that side you want to improve. I'm going to use my left in this case. I'm going to get my band beneath those 2 ankle bones, and then I'm going to take up some slack. I'm going to use my other foot to then just step down onto the band. Make some adjustments as you need through here during that transition, but just make sure you're keeping the band below those ankle bones. Same thing, use a little bit of support on the wall, keep that heel down, drive that knee forward as far as you can. And then you're going to get into that end range just a little bit farther on each one. Really challenge yourself. Shouldn't feel painful though, you should just feel a bit of a stretch here. So challenge that end range of motion right here. And this is really going to help with getting past that final stretch. So really stay at the end range here. Just like with our previous one, we're going to go for 2 to 3 minutes here, spending time at that end range. So next we're going to use that soleus muscle, that calf muscle, to eccentrically lengthen. That's that lowering phase of the motion. So I'll use my right leg again as an example here. You want to be on the step, get half of your foot on the step. Again, use some support here. Lift the other leg, come up, and then go slow. Try and get as low as you can with that heel. If you keep the knee unlocked a little bit, you're going to get much more out of it. Get as low as you can, take a second to pause at the bottom, and then come back up. I'm not as concerned with the top of the movement. It's all about going slow and getting deep into that stretch at the bottom. Again, just a brief pause at the bottom before coming up. You want to take 3 to 5 seconds on the way down, and then a 1 second pause at the bottom. We're going to do that for 10 reps. If that feels way too easy for you, use a weight. I brought a kettlebell out here. You're just going to hold it in that same side. So if I was doing my right arm, you would hold that weight in your right hand. So this is our eccentric lengthening for that calf and soleus muscle. So you're going to do all 3 of these exercises, come back and see if you gained any of that dorsiflexion range of motion, that knee to wall test we started with.